thrive in silence. Have you ever stopped to think about the power of silence? We live in a world where speaking seems to be more valued than listening. But what if I told you that keeping quiet can actually preserve your opportunities and improve your relationships? In this video, we'll explore how Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of listening more and talking less. Let's see how silence can be a powerful form of self-expression and self-care, as well as an effective strategy for controlling our impulses. If you are looking for ways to strengthen your character and improve your interpersonal interactions, this video is for you. Stay until the end and discover how small changes can bring big transformations in your life. If you are not yet registered, subscribe so you don't miss the next videos, leave a like, share with friends and family. Let's go. Lesson 1. The power of silence. The video emphasizes the importance of silence, highlighting that the ability to be quiet can preserve opportunities and relationships, while speaking impulsively can lead to negative consequences. In the modern world, where instant communication and hyperconnectivity are the norm, the power of silence is often underestimated. Words flow freely and often without consideration. However, as Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, taught, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason: to listen twice as much as we speak. This simple yet profound teaching can transform our lives in unimaginable ways. Imagine yourself in a work environment where competition is fierce and the pressure to stand out is constant. The natural tendency may be to talk more, try to show value and stand out verbally. However, this is where silence, used well, becomes a powerful tool. An effective leader is not one who talks incessantly, but one who listens attentively, absorbs information, and speaks only when necessary. This type of leader exudes a calm and assertive presence, earning the respect and trust of their team. However, silence is not just a tool for the workplace. It applies to all areas of life, including our personal relationships. In a heated argument, for example, the immediate impulse is to defend, justify, or attack. But Stoic practice teaches us to pause, breathe, and listen. This brief moment of silence can defuse tension, allowing both sides to calm down and communicate in a more rational and empathetic way. Silence also offers us the opportunity to reflect on our own lives. In the constant noise of social media and 24-hour news, stillness allows us introspection. It is in silence that we can hear our deepest thoughts, evaluate our actions, and correct our course. Epictetus, another great Stoic, taught that the key to wisdom is knowing yourself. And to truly know ourselves, we need silence. Furthermore, silence can be a powerful act of self-control. We live in an era where instant gratification is the norm, and the desire to immediately express our emotions, opinions, and plans can be overwhelming. However, the practice of silence allows us to master this impulse. It teaches us to be patient, to consider before we act, and to communicate more effectively when we finally choose to speak. Let's consider a practical example. You are in an important meeting and a brilliant idea pops into your mind. The immediate impulse is to share this idea immediately. However, by practicing silence and waiting for the right moment, you not only give yourself time to refine this idea, but you also demonstrate consideration and respect for others present. When you finally share, your words are more impactful and better received. Stoicism teaches us that silence is a form of mental discipline. It is an exercise in inner strength that helps us navigate the complexities of life with greater serenity and clarity. As we adopt silence as part of our daily practice, we begin to notice subtle but powerful changes in the way we interact with the world. Our words, when spoken, carry more weight. Our thoughts, when reflected in silence, become clearer. And our presence, silent but strong, becomes a beacon of calm and wisdom in a turbulent world. So the next time you feel the need to speak impulsively, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic: silence is a safe shelter. Embrace the silence and allow it to reveal the true depth of your character and the strength of your mind. After all, true power lies not in how many words we can speak, but in the wisdom and intention with which we choose to use them. Lesson 2. Stoic philosophy. Based on Stoic principles, the video suggests that listening more and talking less can strengthen character and improve interpersonal interactions, using practical examples of salespeople with different approaches to communication. In the rush of the modern world, we often forget a simple and powerful truth. Talking less and listening more can transform our lives in profound and unexpected ways. This is a central lesson of Stoic philosophy, which invites us to cultivate wisdom, temperance, and patience in our daily interactions. Let's explore how these Stoic principles can be applied in practice, especially in the context of communication, using concrete examples to illustrate their effectiveness. Imagine two salespeople, Carlos and Alex. Carlos, impulsive and talkative, tries to win over his customers with an incessant flow of words. He believes that by talking more, he is demonstrating knowledge and enthusiasm. However, your approach often leads you to give unnecessary discounts and tire your customers with irrelevant information. The result? Lost sales and frustrated customers. On the other hand, we have Alex, a true practitioner of Stoic principles. He understands that the art of selling is not in incessant talking, but in listening carefully. When a customer walks into the store, Alex doesn't immediately start describing every detail of the product. Instead, he asks intelligent questions, listens carefully to the answers, and only then offers a solution that truly meets the customer's needs. This approach not only increases your sales, but also builds a solid base of satisfied and loyal customers. The difference between Carlos and Alex exemplifies the Stoic wisdom that listening more than talking strengthens character and improves interpersonal interactions. When we listen carefully, we show respect for others, demonstrate empathy, and better understand their perspectives. This creates a foundation of trust and mutual respect, essential for any healthy relationship, whether personal or professional. Furthermore, the practice of conscious silence allows us to reflect on our own words before speaking them. As Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, taught, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can hear twice as much as we speak. By adopting this mindset, we avoid the mistake of speaking impulsively and saying something we might later regret. Instead, our words become more thoughtful and meaningful. Think about the impact this approach can have on a work environment. In meetings, for example, instead of trying to stand out by talking more, a true Stoic leader listens attentively to all contributions, considers them carefully, and speaks only when they have something truly valuable to add. This attitude not only raises the quality of discussions, but also inspires respect and admiration among colleagues. Stoic philosophy also teaches us the importance of self-control and temperance. Talking less and listening more doesn't simply mean staying silent. It means choosing our words wisely and speaking in a way that truly adds value. This requires discipline and a deep understanding of yourself and others. Let's bring this to an everyday situation. Imagine you are in a heated debate about a controversial topic. The instinctive reaction may be to defend your point of view vehemently, interrupting and trying to convince others that you are right. However, a Stoic would approach this situation differently. He would listen carefully to each argument, recognize the valid points, and respond in a calm and rational manner. This behavior not only elevates the quality of the discussion, but also shows an emotional maturity that often disarms hostility. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where the urge to speak is strong, remember the Stoic teachings. Pause, take a deep breath, and choose to listen. You will be amazed at the depth of connections you can form, the clarity of thought you can achieve, and the respect you can earn. After all, the true power of communication lies not in how many words we speak, but in the wisdom and intention behind each word spoken. Adopt this practice into your life and observe how it transforms your interactions, strengthens your character, and brings an inner peace that only true understanding and empathy can provide. As Marcus Aurelius said, the quality of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts, and these thoughts are often better formed in the silence of attentive listening. Lesson 3. Practices and techniques. Techniques such as anchoring are recommended to help control urges to talk excessively. These practices involve creating mental associations to promote calm and self-control. In the frenzy of modern, everyday life, mastering the art of silence and self-control can seem like a Herculean challenge. However, Stoic philosophy offers us practical techniques for cultivating these virtues, and one of the most effective is anchoring. This simple yet powerful technique can transform our ability to control impulses and speak more wisely. Let's explore how anchoring can be applied practically and effectively in our daily lives. Anchoring, in essence, involves creating mental associations that help us maintain calm and self-control in moments of tension. Imagine, for example, that you are about to enter an important meeting. Nervousness takes over, and the urge to talk incessantly to fill the silence is overwhelming. This is where anchoring comes into play. You can use a physical object, like a bracelet on your wrist or a rubber band on your finger, as a reminder to stay calm and listen more than you talk. Every time you feel the urge to interrupt or talk too much, touch that object and remember the importance of silence and attentive listening. Let's consider a practical scenario. You are a salesperson and you are in a crucial negotiation with a customer. The natural tendency may be to try to impress with a flow of information and product benefits. However, by practicing grounding, you can reset your focus. Use a simple object like a pin or ring. Every time you feel the urge to talk too much, touch that object and breathe deeply. This small gesture serves as a reminder to pause, listen to the customer, and respond thoughtfully and effectively. By doing this, you not only show respect and attention, but also increase your chances of trading success. The anchoring technique is not limited to physical objects. You can also create mental anchors through visualizations. Before facing a stressful situation, close your eyes and visualize yourself in a calm, serene place, such as a peaceful beach or a quiet garden. Associate this mental image with a feeling of peace and self-control. When faced with a situation that challenges your self-control, turn to this visualization to regain calm and clarity. The benefits of anchoring go beyond controlling the impulse to speak. It helps us cultivate a more serene and assertive presence, essential for leadership and interpersonal relationships. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, often practiced meditation and visualization to maintain calm and clarity amid the pressures of being emperor. He understood that control over our emotional responses is one of the greatest powers we can possess. Another practical example can be found in the field of education. Teachers often face challenging classrooms where maintaining order and students' attention is crucial. A Stoic teacher can use grounding to maintain calm and authority. When he feels frustration building, he can discreetly touch an anchoring object or remember a calming visualization, allowing him to respond to students in a more controlled and effective way. Grounding can also be a valuable resource in our personal relationships. In an argument with a partner where emotions are running high, the practice of anchoring can prevent thoughtless words from causing irreparable damage. Touching an anchoring object or viewing a calm scene can provide the space needed to reflect before responding, promoting healthier, more constructive communication. To incorporate grounding into your daily routine, start by identifying situations where you frequently lose self-control. Choose an object or visualization that you can associate with feelings of calm and self-control. Practice this association regularly so that it becomes second nature. Over time, you will find that your ability to respond wisely and calmly will increase significantly. In short, grounding is a powerful Stoic technique that helps us cultivate silence, mindful listening, and self-control. By integrating this practice into our daily lives, we not only improve our interpersonal interactions, but we also strengthen our character and our ability to face life's challenges with serenity and wisdom. Embrace grounding and discover the transformative power of Stoic self-control. Lesson 4. Sharing plans. Discusses the risks of sharing plans and objectives prematurely, explaining that this can decrease motivation to carry them out and increase the chance of receiving negative influences. In the never-ending search for personal fulfillment and success, we often feel the need to share our plans and goals with other people. Whether out of enthusiasm, seeking validation, or a desire for encouragement, this practice seems harmless at first glance. However, Stoic philosophy warns us about the risks of exposing our intentions prematurely. Sharing our goals before achieving them can not only decrease our motivation, but also open doors to negative influences and destructive criticism. One of the pillars of Stoicism is self-discipline. Stoics believe we should maintain control over our actions and reactions, and this includes how we handle our plans. When we talk too much about our intentions, we risk diluting our enthusiasm. This happens because, when we verbalize our goals, the brain experiences a false sense of achievement, releasing happiness hormones that can reduce urgency and determination to actually achieve what we want. This phenomenon, known as social substitution, makes us feel complacent and less likely to take action. Imagine a young entrepreneur who dreams of opening his own business. He shares his plans in detail with friends and family, receiving praise and words of encouragement. However, in doing so, he already experiences some of the pleasure associated with success, which can reduce his motivation to face the challenges and sacrifices necessary to turn his dream into reality. The initial enthusiasm dissipates, and the concrete achievement of the objective becomes more distant. Furthermore, by exposing our plans, we open space for external influences that may not be beneficial. Unsolicited criticism, opinions, and advice can undermine our confidence and distort our original vision. Seneca, the Stoic sage, advised prudence when choosing the people with whom we share our dreams. He believed that not everyone is worthy of knowing our aspirations, as many may project their own insecurities and fears onto us, discouraging us from moving forward. Let's consider another situation. A person decides to improve their health through a rigorous exercise routine and a balanced diet. Full of enthusiasm, she shares her plan with friends and colleagues. Some may support her, but others may express skepticism or even ridicule her efforts. These reactions can generate doubts and demotivation, making it more difficult to maintain commitment to the goal. The Stoics teach us that true power lies in action, not words. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest advocates of Stoicism, often reflected on the importance of focusing on what we can control and acting intentionally and silently. Instead of talking about our intentions, we should focus our energies on realizing them. Success, when achieved, will speak for itself. There is also an element of protection in keeping our plans secret. Our goals are precious and, as such, should be guarded carefully. By protecting them from scrutiny and negative influences, we ensure that they develop in a healthy way, guided only by our determination and personal vision. Like a seed planted in fertile soil, our plans need a safe environment to grow and flourish. Therefore, instead of publicizing our plans, we should practice restraint and internal focus. We must allow our actions to be a reflection of our intentions, keeping our goals close to our hearts and away from the criticism and doubts of others. This doesn't mean we should isolate ourselves, but rather that we should be selective and prudent about who we choose to share our dreams with. In short, Stoic philosophy offers us a valuable lesson about the importance of keeping our plans and goals secret until they are solidly underway. By avoiding premature sharing, we preserve our motivation and protect our dreams from negative influences. Remember the words of Epictetus: "First learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak." Likewise, first accomplish your goals, and then let your actions speak for themselves. Adopt this Stoic approach and discover the power of silence on your journey to success and personal fulfillment. Lesson 5. Establishing limits highlights the importance of creating and communicating limits to avoid excessive conversations and maintain healthy relationships, mentioning that silence can be a powerful form of self-expression and self-care. In the modern world where distractions and incessant interactions surround us, the ability to set and communicate boundaries is more crucial than ever. Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on self-discipline and self-control, offers us valuable lessons about the importance of creating clear boundaries to preserve our inner peace and maintain healthy relationships. Among these lessons, the benefits of avoiding excessive conversations and using silence as a powerful form of self-expression and self-care stand out. Imagine the everyday scenario: a work environment where endless meetings and trivial conversations consume our time and energy. We often feel obligated to participate in these interactions, fearing that we will appear disinterested or unfriendly. However, the Stoics remind us that silence and verbal restraint are legitimate and respectable forms of communication. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, stated that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. We should listen more than we speak. By practicing mindful silence, we not only preserve our mental energy, but we also demonstrate respect for others by listening carefully and responding thoughtfully. Setting clear boundaries in our interactions is an act of self-care that reflects a deep respect for ourselves and others. By gently communicating our limits, such as the need for time for reflection or the preference for meaningful conversations, we avoid emotional and mental burnout. For example, in a work environment, a professional may express that they prefer objective and short meetings aimed at specific results. This not only improves efficiency, but also shows that he values the time of everyone involved. Let's consider a practical example in the context of personal relationships. Imagine a couple where one partner tends to monopolize conversations, leaving the other exhausted and without space to share their own thoughts. Here, Stoic philosophy teaches us that silence can be a powerful form of self-expression. The partner who feels overwhelmed can set a gentle boundary, expressing the need for quiet time or equal turns in speaking. This balance not only strengthens communication, but also promotes a healthier and more respectful relationship. The Stoics also teach us the importance of protecting our thoughts and emotions. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, advised us to be cautious about what we share and who we share it with. Not all people deserve access to our most intimate thoughts. By setting limits on what we reveal, we preserve our emotional integrity and avoid unnecessary vulnerabilities. Silence, often underestimated, is a powerful tool for self-expression. It allows us to reflect, process information, and respond in a wiser, more thoughtful way. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often emphasized the value of silent introspection. He believed that true wisdom arises from the ability to listen and observe before speaking. By adopting this practice, we strengthen our mind and improve our ability to make sensible and well-informed decisions. Furthermore, by practicing silence, we promote an environment of mutual respect and understanding. When we demonstrate our ability to actively listen, we encourage others to do the same. This creates a virtuous cycle of healthy communication where everyone feels valued and understood. However, it is essential to remember that setting limits does not mean isolating yourself or avoiding social interactions. It's about finding a healthy balance where our personal and emotional needs are respected. Ultimately, setting boundaries is an essential self-care practice that allows us to maintain our inner peace and build healthier relationships. Stoic philosophy teaches us that silence and verbal restraint are powerful forms of self-expression and respect. By communicating our boundaries clearly and kindly, we protect our emotional and mental well-being, promoting more effective and meaningful communication. So adopt the Stoic practice of setting boundaries and discover the transformative power of silence in your life.